which direction the vibration might go. And this is only something that can be done, through experience and by the tap tones, learning to read the tap tones, which is something that I can't teach. I can't teach my apprentices. I can teach them to make a violin-looking object, but I cannot teach them to learn and know what the instrument will sound like when you're done. And the only way through that is just by making lots of instruments. This is my 207th violin, and after a while, you learn to read the wood and know how it's going to vibrate and how it's going to sound even before you put the strings on it. And right here, I'm just making some preliminary marks to help me figure out the arching. The arching is very important on a violin, which is where people like Stradivarius and Guarnerius come into the picture of how the instrument arches this way and also arches this way. Because what I'm making when I'm making a violin is the perfect wooden speaker. When this is done, I'm going to have, first I'm going to get the outside perfect, and then I'm going to dig it out, and this will pop up and down when it's played. And along with the back, the harder wood, the maple, pops in and out too. So we're making a speaker. We're making the spruce makes the actual vibration that produces the sound, whereas the back and sides work together with that top and push the sound out. And a great violin will sound great 30 feet away, 30 yards away. So that's what will make this violin travel. And that's why you can play a concert hall and it will be, it'll fill the concert hall. It'll throw the sound and be, try to produce that tone as far away as possible and right next to your ear. So the speaker gets produced when this starts popping and everything works together. So in order to be able to read that wood and know how it's going to vibrate, this is my most important time. And a lot of people use overhead routers to get the shape of the instrument. I don't understand how they can read the wood that way, because what you need to be able to do is know which direction it goes and how chippy it is. See how this side's a little chippier than if I go to this side. So that's normally what happens with spruce. One way the gouge moves very cleanly, the other one it kind of chips it off. So the whole time I'm doing this, I'm finding the density of the wood and trying to figure out and decide how thick I'm going to make this wood when I'm done with the top and start digging out the inside. And right now I'm just roughing it out, trying to learn what the wood is like. And this is pretty much applicable to all carved instruments. Trying to learn what the wood is like and just getting a reading on it, because some woods are very hard and don't want to be carved at all. So in that respect, you make adjustments as you go along to still produce the same quality sound, but you have to do it just a little bit different. And you can see how soft spruce is. This gouge, although sharp, goes through the spruce fairly easily. And I'm just trying to stay in the lines here and get it down to where I can make an even thickness on the sides, and that's one thing I also would like to stress on the instruments is I never like to make more than two at the same time of the same kind of instrument. What that does to me is if you make more than one or two at the same time, you're taking away the individuality of it. Yeah, we don't want to take away the individuality of the instrument. I want to know exactly what wood I'm working with and how it reacts to certain things and how it vibrates and what thicknesses I want it to be. If I start making too many, I take away that knowledge. And my goal is to make a world-class violin, so